Hi guys, it's Rich from Pitlanes.com, and today I've got some footage of the newly released AC Cobra on rFactor 2. From Lime Rock Park uphill chicane. Bit forceful into turn one there. Driven this car for a couple of hours today, and it's just the craziest thing I've ever driven. As I flip up the chicane. I hope that my hardware isn't making too much noise. I'm using a G27 with its H shifter and Fanatec Club Sport V2 pedals, and I'm trying to do the whole heel toe situation because it just makes it more fun, really. But yeah, this thing is just such a beast. There's so much torque. This is the street version. But there is a competition version which has wider, stickier tyres on it. I do have damage turned off. I always do with the AI because you never know. But it's basically an engine on wheels, this thing. On crappy tyres with crappy brakes. It's like some crazy sadist sat down and said, how can we kill the most petrol heads with one car? And this was the result. It's just fucking mental. It's just power for days. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Yes. Didn't die. See if we can catch that blue car and have him. But this, as with all rFactor 2 content, or rather ISI content, is totally free if you own the sim. AI scaring me there. It's very slow lap. Track's starting to rubber in some here. So deceiving, this chicane now. I've mucked up a couple of times here now, and because it just looks like you can brake so much later, but then you put your foot on the brake and nothing happens. Nice bit of opposite lock there. By ISI have got a lot coming. Of course, at some point, the stock cars, when they get their tyre model complete, well, contact patch upgrades complete. DW12 is work in progress at being upgraded right now. I believe the Megane is also being upgraded, and obviously a couple of months ago now they released screenshots of the, I think it was the Nissan GT500 car, which is just going to be epic as shit. That thing teamed up in a series with GT3 cars. You best believe that's happening on Pitlanes.com to replicate the Super GT series. I'd do a series in these, but I think I'd die, and I don't think anyone would drive it for very long, to be honest. Oh. It's super fun, but I think people would just want to throw their computers out of the windows if they drove this in a series and they crashed. Bit too much heat in the tyres, so it's being rather squirrely. Have to brake so early there. So what do you guys think? How is rFactor 2 looking right now? Because this, I think, is at max settings. I honestly think it looks nice, but most people seem to complain about it. I just opened the floodgates there to get absolutely slated. And this is so much nicer now, there's a bit of rubber down. Pressing the throttle like there's an egg under it or something, just so gentle, feeding the power in. I think there's about 5 minutes left. No, I haven't really said anything meaningful, but it's just fun sometimes to do a racing yarn on a bit. And show off a bit of awesome content. My only suggestion is, if you have a go with this, just be patient, tweak around with the setup a little bit. Like I found detaching the front anti-roll bar helped with front end grip, but this street version does understeer anyway. But that's pretty much all I did, to be honest. Thought I'd missed a gear there, but it was just wheel spin. Oh, flaming hell. It's just so good. It's just what like proper sim racing is about for me. It's just a dream car. Even if you got to drive one, unless you were stupidly rich, you'd never do this with it, ever. You just kiss it constantly. But it's a car that takes some genuine skill to get around the track in a meaningful time. I'm not saying I'm doing that at all. I'm just saying, I think it's not a... I'm trying to think of an easy sim car. I don't know, like a Renault Clio, but even they take skill to do fast, but you know what I mean. This, if you're even slightly mean on the throttle, well no, say slightly mean, even if you look at it funny, it's going to kill you. That's part of its charm. It's just so mental. Oh, I love that so much. So kinky. Honestly though, if you own rFactor 2, go download this, and I'd say give yourself a couple of hours and just enjoy the ride. Don't start out like you're Lewis Hamilton. Just build up and appreciate it for what it is and get to know it, and oh man, soon enough you'll be enjoying the crap out of it. Was it given the name Cobra because it's so crazy? I don't know. Or was it actually just called the Cobra? I don't know. Both seem pretty realistic, to be honest. I love the lighting here, approaching that chicane. Wheel spin all the way up the hill there. And that's the end, I think. Yeah. Well, it better be because I've just gone off. I'm sure it is. But anyway, thanks a lot for joining me, guys. They're still driving around like it's not the end, but I'm sure it is, looking at my timer. So yeah, thanks a lot for joining me, guys, and I shall see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.